Today is the fourth day of trial testimony in the case against Hunter Biden here in Wilmington, Delaware. He was charged with illegally buying a gun and lying on a form when he said he wasn't a drug addict at the time he bought the gun in 2018. The jury heard testimony from his daughter, Naomi, who's an attorney now, a grown 25-year-old attorney. She talked about how she visited her father in California back in 2018, the same time, several months before he bought the gun. And she testified on direct examination that he seemed good and that maybe the best condition and shape he's been in since his brother had died in 2015. She told him how proud she was of him, and she related it as a pretty positive experience with a father that she didn't see much of back then because of his drug use. On cross-examination, it was a slightly different tone to her testimony. Naomi Biden recounted seeing her father on a visit to New York City later in 2018, and she remembered getting a text message from him at 2 o'clock in the morning asking to meet somewhere so they could switch cars. And the text messages that were read out in court indicated that she was pretty upset. She said, "I'm really sorry, Dad. I can't take this. I miss you so much. I just want to hang out with you." And it was a pretty emotional scene in the courtroom when that was read, and emotional for her as well, it seemed, based on her reaction as she left the courtroom. Today marked the return of First Lady Jill Biden from France. She had a whirlwind trip to France for the 80th anniversary of D-Day in Normandy, France, and then came back right away to be here today for the start of testimony this morning. With her was President Joe Biden's brother, James, and sister Valerie, and they were in the courtroom with Hunter Biden's wife as well. And at the end of the day, the courtroom was a little more empty when the judge announced, somewhat surprisingly, that they were done for the day. It would be sending the jury home. They didn't have any more witnesses to call, but the trial is going to resume on Monday, potentially with more defense witnesses. We don't know yet. It could be Hunter Biden, but his lawyer has not told us whether or not he plans to testify before they rest their case. After they rest their case, the government has a chance to have a rebuttal witness, and then they go to closing arguments. And then after closing arguments, the jury can start deliberating.